In astrology, everything has a birth time, but knowing as accurate of a birth time as possible is critically important. And Robert Glasscock and I have created a program to help you do just that. A crystal clear 30-minute video outlining the technique, an MP3 of a podcast explaining it, and a step-by-step instructional PDF. So you get it 3 different ways, and how you get it is at the top of the funastrology.com website. Check it out and give it a try on your own chart. Welcome in to the Fun Astrology Podcast for Hump Day, January 29th. Thomas Miller, thanks so much for being here today. Well, listen to this. In the sign of Don't Tell Me What to Do revolutionary Aquarius, today we have Pluto, Mercury, the Sun, and the Moon. Do you see an air-driven day today? The part of fortune, as I'm recording here, the part of fortune, at least when the sun is coming up, is also in there. So this is like an air-driven day today, and the one aspect that has already happened today is early this morning at 2:52, so just short of 3 o'clock this morning, Eastern Time, Mercury and Pluto conjoined. Mwah! Right on the lips. That is a powerful mental explosion is what that is. So if you have, seriously, if you have a real mental download dump kind of day, or if it happens during the day, capture it because you're just connecting to the energy of the sky right there. And that rolls into, remember I mentioned the sun and the moon together. Well, we have a new moon this morning at 7:35 a.m. Eastern. That's happening at 9 degrees 51, almost 10 degrees, about a third of the way through the sign of Aquarius. This energy actually caught me yesterday. I spent a good amount of time, got up really early yesterday morning and was working on this of just creating and setting new revolutionary themes for the next phase of my life. And I recorded a meditation around it that I'm going to just be playing for myself, just a self-motivating, creating, co-creating meditation. And I'm going to be listening to that for probably a couple of 3 weeks, maybe all through February, let's say. And then I'll just leave it to the ethers to take it from there. All of that done under this powerful, super powerful new moon creating energy. And that's a good example of what I'm talking about here because it combined the mental. I had to brain dump it all out. I got my journal out. There was several pages filled. And then it was the intuitive, okay, what does this feel like? Pray rain creating, right? Feel the rain. Don't ask for it. Feel the result of what you're asking. And the sky is accommodating that too because the other thing we talked about on Monday and on the video are all the Pisces energies. So there's the connection to the home office, the inspirations, the illuminations, intuitive downloads, and a few lies and illusions and delusions and possibly a little too much alcohol mixed in. See how it is a pick your day? It really, we get both sides of our psyche super amplified today. The keywords, now this is where the week starts to kind of shift. Started out with creativity being the highest keyword from this list, and today it shifts to work and effort and change. And that sets up, like I said on Monday, that sets up this shift into next week where delusion is the primary keyword across the board. In other words, the shadow side of Neptune is indeed amplified. But however you look at your chart on your phone or on the computer, however you access it, just pop it up and take a look at sunrise today, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. A big stack in Aquarius and a big stack in Pisces, and they're favorably connected. And actually, one of the top keywords on Friday is success. So doesn't that just describe Aries quite well? Change, work hard, put in some effort, use your mind, follow your intuition, because we're moving in that direction, and you will have success. I love as above, so below, don't you? Now, tomorrow is the big day of the week. Uranus stations direct. What time? Set your timer, your alert thing on your phone to 11:22 a.m. or your equivalent, and fire that thing off. Uranus will be stationing direct. Then another big blessing on the day, amplifying everything. At 6 p.m., the sun is in a favorable 120-degree trine aspect with Jupiter. And in astrology, that is just about as positive of an aspect as you can get. And wait, but there's more. Just before that Jupiter-Sun aspect, the moon enters Pisces. That, too, is where these keywords have been shifting because the moon passing through the next couple of days in Pisces brings that extra amplified intuition and connection with our source, our direction. Yes, things might seem kind of like, oh, which way do I go? There's a little bit of fog, too many options maybe, too many things floating around in our head because there is all that residue still in Aquarius. That Mercury Pluto is still left over, granting extra power to the brain, extra power to the monkey mind. But oh my, this is going to be favorable. And then when Uranus kicks into gear at 11:22 tomorrow morning, as it starts to move forward, we are going to see some shifts and changes. I know a lot of us, myself included, we've been feeling the press and the stress and the angst and the down. Some of that could be that Uranus is extra powerful right now, and it will continue to be past 11:22. Don't expect the world to shift at that moment. But as it starts to move forward, maybe we'll get some positive directions going again, a little bit of shakeup. Start to peel these outer planets out of retrograde one by one. Neptune, Pluto, Saturn, all forward with Uranus getting ready to be and Jupiter around the corner. It always makes a difference in our consciousness, in just the way we feel. So help is on the way. We're getting there bit by bit. And if you ever wanted to question astrology, Uranus right now at its most powerful peak, and look at what's going on in the world, all the instant sudden changes taking place. You see where a planet at its peak, in other words, when it stations, or when it changes signs, or when it changes houses, that's when it's at its strongest, at least right now is showing up as more powerful even than being in direct motion. It's clear as a bell. You can see it right there. So, for today, we put our heads down, we tune in, but we also engage our mind. I mean, we don't snuff out the monkey mind. Bring it on, elevate it, ask it to come help you, just like you will ask intuition, you will ask spirit, ask the monkey mind, hey, what should I be doing here? And get the inspiration for that. Put your head down, get some work done over the next couple of days, and then we'll shift gears coming through the weekend. Kristin will be here to talk more about Uranus tomorrow and Elisa on Friday. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in today. I hope you have a wonderful middle of the week. I'm sending you all kinds of love, a great big mwah and hug. And I'll see you back on Saturday for Merriman and back here again on Monday.